Hey guys, welcome to another Quinn video. This one is going to be about Quinn's vault jumps over walls. And we have some pretty good details on the map that can help us figure out, where to place it. So Shift B is the dummy. All right, so Quinn's ult can jump over walls. I'm sure a lot of Quinn mains know this, right? You can go over the wall and get a good escape off. This is really easy to do, and a lot of times you can escape, and it's better than like a blast cone, because sometimes the blast cone won't be there, right? If you, make a dive happen here, and you have your E up still, and the jungler's chasing you, boom, gone, right? And the way to tell this is pretty much in this little alcove area, you can E almost anywhere, right? Almost anywhere, and you can get out, right? There's small little spots like over here that you can't, right? But as long as like you're in this area and they are also here, you can find an angle. You just want to angle yourself pretty much perpendicular, or yeah, perpendicular of this wall, and you should go over, like from every direction. Obviously, now that we push the dummy directly into like the wall, it doesn't work anymore. But like, how often is somebody going to be so close to the wall that you can't go over, right? Very rare. Like, even sometimes you can get like directly over. Like, it's so finicky sometimes, or sorry, it's so like rare that somebody will be so close to the wall that you're pretty much going to get this E off every single time. Like, they have to be so close to the wall where it doesn't work. But I guess rule of thumb, if they're like hugging the wall and like literally like, I don't know, laying down on it, then you don't do it, but still helpful to know that. So do you see this river here? This little tiny stream? It's like a color difference. This one is not moving too much. And then you have like the rapids, I guess, here. If an enemy is here, this is kind of like the max range for you to jump from here to here, right? You can jump over, right? You're getting ganked. Boom, 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 boom. You wait for your enemy to get close, because a lot of people don't know what Quinn does, and they don't know this is a real thing. You wouldn't believe in Diamond 1 how many times I've escaped just like this. As soon as they hit any of these rapids, and they're close enough like this, you can E and jump off. But the important thing to remember, as you saw there, angles are your worst enemy. You don't want angles. You want the enemy to be in a line with you. Like, you want them to be on a horizontal line view. So as soon as your enemy like arrives in this area, sometimes they won't walk in this direct area. It won't, like, this won't work because it's not the rapids, because this is the max range. So when we go over here, it's over. When we go over here, it's over. And an important thing to note, Quinn's E always goes the same distance, right? It always goes the same distance. So we had target dummy here, we'll go a target dummy here, right? And we land here, an ally dummy so we can save, right? And the exact same dummy at the exact same location, we're gonna go like this. We go the exact same distance. It was just like a small placing error, right? It's exact same distance. So this rapid here, we see it, boom, we go over, right? And this side is like really, really easy to see. Now for Baron Pit, I actually haven't tested this one, but I'm pretty sure it's the same idea, right? We can judge it's like about this type of distance of a jump. So we can usually get like, that's exactly the distance, right? As soon as you get used to it, you won't need the visuals, and you'll just use muscle memory to get over. Like, this should get over. Yeah, that should get over. This should be, like, this might not get over. Oh, it does, okay. Like, I'm trying to get the max ranges of everything. But, like, as a starter, like, visually, that's what you can do. And it's important to go in the practice tool to figure out, like, these things, like, what's the max distance you can jump, because it can save your life sometimes. Like, this, over this wall, you can go a little bit farther because it's such a thin wall. But then in the case of this wall, it's such a thick wall that you actually need the person to be this close for you to go over. Like, any farther, I'm pretty sure it doesn't go over. Hold on. Okay, like, it was a little bit farther. Let's see this distance. Yeah, like, we go even, like, tiny bit farther. Like that-ish. Or So I want to do like 1.5 distances. Maybe you can go a little bit farther. No, I picked the wrong one. Yeah. Alright, but this wall is thick that you need somebody to be that close for it to work anyways. Like this one won't work. This one won't work. This one won't work. This one probably will work. Oh no, it actually didn't. Or maybe I was at the wrong angle, but it's like very hard. This one you need like them to be super close to you to go over this wall. But like this one you can have them all the way over here. And it works. This like might even this doesn't work. It doesn't work. But it's like huge distance, right? That you can jump over. And like now that you guys can guess like probably what is the distance to go over this wall? Well, it would probably be like this, right? It's actually even more like this wall you can. Oh my god, this has okay. This is something I just learned. This one you can get that quarter like on the wall and go over. That's actually kind of cool. I never did this one. It's really rare to get that one, but yeah. Well, this one doesn't have the stream, right? So what I used for this one is like kind of this green rock. And you can see kind of like this line-ish. Like you can make that mental line in your head. Like it's kind of like the center of the river is usually the jumping distance. Sorry, one sec. That should go there on that edge of the rock. And I should be able to go over. Yeah, that's like max distance. This one, I probably actually don't go over on that one. Alright, it's this like you have to like this one's really hard, but it's like this mental line you have to create in your head. So like there's a little thingy over here that's a little bit different, like it's a circular thing. And you have this edge right here. Like in game, you're never gonna remember this, but like this is like good starting points to know your max range. These are things to practice, right? You gotta practice your ranges of your jumps so you can make those crazy plays sometimes. And it's like different in a lot of areas, but soon you'll get like super used to it, and you can jump over walls like crazy and escape like crazy. Like the most common ones that I've escaped from, that's important to know, is this wall, obviously. Over here, but it's mostly like from this side. Like oftentimes you'll take the tower as Quinn, right? You'll take the tower and now you're in this side of the map and now you're 1v2 against their jungler or whatever. You get a like a ward over here and you're like being super aggressive and you need to escape. Oh no, there's no blast cone and now I'm here and they're chasing me. As soon as they pass this bush and they don't have any idea what's going on, they come right over here. They come right over here and you're like, oh sorry, you don't press R. You're coming over here and then you're like, see a nerd? And you're out of there, right? You go into the river, oh shoot, they're coming, they're following me. See ya. And you're out of there and they can't get you unless you're like something like Kane or whatever, but even then you can probably escape. Obviously these walls you can go over. One of the interesting things I saw in Dragon Pit is like obviously you can just go over like this, right? That's very obvious, and we can get that gist of like you can jump over walls from a certain distance, and it's easy to kind of like memorize as you go. Like you can generally get the gist. But if they are at this little design here, and you are like in this area, you can do like max range on this side. Like you can find different angles that are like a little bit harder to do because like sometimes the enemy won't walk, you know, perfectly in a direct angle and they'll like understand like what you want to do. Sometimes they don't walk in that perfect angle, right? And they don't let you go over. So you can get them by that decal. Just jump over here. Like so many angles you can jump over. You just need to know where they are. Because like sometimes you'll be fighting to just get them in that diagonal perfectly, but you can't get that. You just can't get that sometimes. This is one I've actually never tested. But this is so fun for Quinn players to do in the middle of a game. Like you escape and they're like, ha ha ha. You know what I mean? Like this is so important. Like this is a huge mechanic of your character. You become Talon. Like what the heck? You ever see a Quinn escape like that? They chase you like a melee champ and they're in your face and you're like, see ya. How do they chase you, right? That is so important. Like a Trundle in your face like that. Trundle's gonna be in your face. And you can get this so easily off sometimes. A Garen's coming up to you with a Q, right? This is doable, right? This is doable with some practice. Like, a lot of these walls you can get over, but some of them specifically need you to have an enemy close. Like that wall I just showed you, and this one right here is probably the same. See if I can max range this one. Hold on. Oh my god, this is annoying, I know. I'm sorry. I need auto attacks to be off. Okay, yeah, it doesn't seem I can do that. But, okay, one thing to learn. You can do it off of camps. You're kind of like Yasuo now. You can get off camps. Look, now it becomes a lot more useful, right? Now these escapes become more noticeable, right? What if we have a crab, right? I don't know if the crab. I don't know. It's to point the crab in the direction we want, and maybe in a real game this is not as doable. But like, say if there's a crab here, I guess you could jump over. It's possible.
There's always a trail.
I don't know why you would want to do that, but like, and again, whatever. This one, yeah, from like almost any angle, I guess, from these camps, you can just jump over. This one's actually really useful as well. Boom, escape. You can also get vision of a camp and E to them. That's also a nice one, right? E to them, and you escape. This one, this is another common one. Like I was showing common ones, and this is like, I would say number 2 in the top 3, I guess. Enemy comes here, you escape, and like you rarely get caught after this. You just need to buy time, like maybe like 3 seconds so you can press R, right? And then you're out of there, and they can't catch you no more, right? Sorry this video went on so long, 12 minutes. It was supposed to be more condensed and a little bit easier to do, or easier to digest, and I'm not the best at explaining things, but these are just things that I practice in Practice Tool, and they're like very helpful. Alright, see you guys. Let me know if you want to see more videos like this, what type of videos you want to see. Just like, subscribe, comment, anything you can do to help. It helps me a lot, and I appreciate it a lot. It makes me happy. Thanks. Bye.